Ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, I'd like to welcome you to a new D&D 5e series with all of your favorite things murder, playing, and very small enclosed iron boxes. So go ahead and continue on to listen to the latest episode of the Not So Far Realms. Enjoy! As you guys already know, the world is currently suffered an apocalyptic war, and sadly, you are all on the losing side. So your new planetary overlords have decided it would be much more efficient if they were to gather all the living beings into several different large settlements. You are all currently on a transportation vehicle. Almost imagine a train if it was on wheels and had to be pulled. But you are all
it's like a caravan.
yeah, but it's all one line instead of several different individually pulled vehicles. Yeah, so the four of you are inside one of the central caravans, and you are. It's a small, maybe 20-foot by 10-foot caravan. Besides the four of you, there are two other individuals within this caravan. It is a human, male and female. They appear to be close to each other as they are currently huddled together on the far right corner, kind of staying away from you guys. The caravan itself has no windows, and it is made out of a deep black metal. You are unable to hear any sounds coming from the outside, but you are able to feel the bumpiness as you travel along the road. It's been...
Okay, are we like blindfolded or anything, or are we just
Nope.
sitting in the back of the car?
You're sitting in it. It is pitch black inside of here. There is no light source.
Okay.
But you were able to, see the people you came in with as you were loaded onto the vehicle. Nobody really put up much of a fight as you were being forced onto it. It was, you guys were captured by overwhelming numbers, and it would have been suicide to have fought it. So this is your current scenario here.
Okay. We're just in the cart?
Yes, you're in the cart, and it's chugging along.
Can I make like mental notes of like the things I see around?
Mike said it's pitch black, so unless your character has dark vision, you cannot see anything.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay, but like we're okay. Yeah, sorry. I'll do it for later. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just to Eric and let me pull up character names real quick. Herb and Attrition. You guys do know each other, so you were captured together, and you were served in the military together, so you two are familiar with one another. But I believe everybody else should all be strangers.
How long ago was the fall of Pinedale? Like how like literally recent is that?
Within the year. So you've been on the road, like on the run, for a little while, but you've, recently been captured as pretty much all form of resistance has fallen. Or like all organized form of resistance has fallen.
Okay.
Is there like a board, or like is there like a setting that you have for this, or is it just like on the D&D like tabletop thing? Or are we just staring at it?
I mean, I can draw you the little cart, but I don't have any like pre-made board.
No, yeah, that's fine. This isn't supposed to be for now. I'm just curious about like the future and stuff.
There you go.
Drawing with thing. And I'm like okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, where would everyone be basically putting?
Well, how would you have arranged yourselves walking into the cart and it looking like this?
Wait, can we put ourselves in there?
Yeah, you are in there.
No, I'm saying like this.
Yeah, so that's where you would have been seated.
I guess I'll be in the.
The door would
Oh,
be
here,
like,
I guess I'll-
like this.
Name my thing.
Okay, wait, can I sit like that then? Shouldn't it be over here?
Yeah.
Who's at the door? Is that you, Eric?
Oh yeah, it's me,
Herb.
Herb.
Okay.
All right, so as you guys are all
My big dwarf.
Wait, so.
Okay, actually, I just want to move. I think I'd sit right here.
okay.
Just how my character is. It's just like.
I guess I would ask Herb. I'd be like, do you think they have any more of our men wherever they're taking us? It's been a while since we would have seen them.
You got yourself another good idea then. What's it gonna be now?
Well, it's not really an idea. I'm not really thinking of anything. We're in a cart headed to a camp. We have no idea what it's going to be like.
I can't see 5 feet ahead of me. How do you know where we're going?
That's where all these carts go.
Do you guys
Oh,
have anything on your person that would signify anything out in the open that would signify that your military affiliation?
No, I would not be wearing any sort of like. I like have my badge on me, but it's not like I'm not
Yeah.
wearing it.
What about
It's
you,
probably
Herb?
like in my bag.
No, I'm pretty much wearing some. Actually, no, I'm wearing chainmail. So I mean, other than that,
I mean, like I'm probably wearing some sort of like.
I have a holy
You
symbol
know.
too.
I'm wearing, like armor. So if my armor had been supplied by some sort of like barracks or like, I
Well,
probably
if
would have
you
removed
haven't-
any sort of like symbol
Okay,
from them. But
yeah.
it probably would be easy to tell that that's what it is.
What are all these hands I'm seeing?
Those are everybody's cursors.
It's horrifying.
Or even is my cursor.
Which one's your character?
I've named everybody's minis, so you can just hover over them to see their names.
It's really weird just seeing the hands just.
I'm being taken. What's going on?
What are we doing?
You are currently
I asked you
in
if
the
you
cart
if you
trotting
think
along.
if they'll have any of our men who may have scattered when we did, wherever we're going.
Are we the only ones in this cart?
Or are we the only ones in this cart? Or are there other random people in
Yeah,
here?
yeah, there
So
are two.
it's the four of us and two randos.
Hmm.
I don't know.
But we don't technically know Yahoo or Genevieve yet.
It didn't look like our men were the capturing type.
That's true. After we were overwhelmed, they just started running.
Are you guys whispering this, or are you having an open conversation?
I'm having an open
I'm
conversation.
talking
yeah.
as loud as I am.
All right. So as you were saying that, you hear some shuffling from the corner with the two unknown people in it, and the man turns towards you guys and goes, "Were you two in the army?"
And you said I have my bag on me. Like they didn't take my stuff.
Yeah, no,
they
they didn't.
shoved us
They
in
just
the
kind of
cart.
shoved you into a cart. Yeah.
I guess I'd reach into my bag, and I'd say, I don't know if you can see it in the dark, but and I would sort of hold my badge up to him, not in front of his face, but at his hands.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yes, I was a corporal in the UDF.
Well, I can't see a thing, but does that mean there are people coming to save us?
Probably not. The UDF, formally dissolved after we lost, presumably.
Yeah, and as you say that, you kind of hear him like let out a breath and go, and he's kind of defeated sigh, and you hear the woman next to him begin sobbing in the dark.
I think it's sort of up to us if we want to try to get out of this, you know?
Hey, what's their problem? They've given up. Oi, what you crying about? Don't you know you'll be alright?
Be all right. I don't even know where we're going.
You're going the way you need to be going. Don't you worry about the specifics of it.
They just came to our village and routed us all up and shoved us into these carts. Just so you guys are aware, they were in the cart first before the four of you were loaded onto it.
So were we captured, like, after
Yeah.
these people were all loaded on the carts?
You can assume that, like, the army is just going through the entire, like, area and just capturing whoever they see as they go on their way.
Can I ask, do we know how long we've been in the cart for?
You guys...
Technically, as a ranger, I'm always aware of the time of day, so...
But aren't you in the...
I would say if you were outside,
What?
you would be aware of the exact time of day, but it's pitch black in here, so you don't exactly feel a passage of time. Unless you were, like, specifically counting the seconds.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
I
no,
have dark
sorry, I
vision.
lost my passage of time feature when I took Deft Explorer over favored terrain.
You guys do begin to feel a little hungry, though. So you
I
can tell
can
it's been several hours since you've been locked up here.
Wait, and is the cart moving still?
Yes,
We
it's
are,
still
right?
moving.
So
It's been moving the entire time and has not
Yeah.
stopped again.
I can actually see in here. Is it pitch black in here?
Yeah, it's
Like
pitch black.
darkness?
There's no
Eric,
light source.
me and you have dark vision.
Okay. So,
If you were able
I
to
don't
like
know.
produce any form of light, you would be able to see, as opposed
I
to
don't
somebody
know.
who doesn't
Thaumaturgy-
have it.
Thaumaturgy can't produce light, so I can't make light.
do we want to search for like cracks in this train cart, or like wait for these people to put more people in here and then try to fuck them up and escape, or
Well-
just wait here?
I think if we attempt to escape if they open the door again, we're probably going to be quickly
True.
trounced.
It's all.
Wait,
It's true.
Question about the actual cart. So,
Yeah.
is it a cart with like no overhead? Like this? Like, are we in a box?
Yes, you are
Yeah,
in
we're
like
in- we're in
you're like in
basically
a
a
wrought
metal
iron
box.
box. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the reason why we can't, it's pitch black, is because like there's no roof.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a solid roof. Yeah, we're like stuck.
I want to shimmy over attrition, go to the door, and see if I can look at it.
We're like sitting in a cart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel. Is it? Okay,
Yeah,
is the
so I'd
car-
be like,
I
where,
feel
where are you going, friend? Before you ship
Yeah,
me
so,
over
like-
me, I'd be
Hey,
like,
fuck
why are you
you.
trying to climb
Yeah,
over
so
me?
like,
here?
is the cart like very like compact? Like we're literally like just it's like very. So I wouldn't. assume
There would
it's-
be like if you're sitting like so you right now you're sitting in front of the woman.
Yeah, I'm
there's
sitting.
about 6 inches between your knees as you're sitting on it. It's like a bench.
Oh, okay.
Move, attrition. The fuck out of the way.
Bro, you don't even know my name, bro. You literally have not tried
Move.
to say anything to me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But I still need you to move.
Just say like, I want to get to the door.
No, like my. That's not really.
Yes, you as your character need to say, let me try to get to the door.
Okay, I guess I could say it like that. If you will. Leave my character alone. Okay. You there? I need to get to the door. I need you to move.
Are you gonna try and break out?
No. I'm gonna look at the door, and then I'm gonna evaluate what's going on after that.
All right, be my guest. I don't think you're gonna make any progress.
I'm gonna make an opportunity of attack.
What? House rules, no attacking, you asshole.
Well, you can attack. You just can't roll against each other.
Oh my god.
All right, so you're up against where you think the door is now.
Wait. So my wait. Me. Where's the thing? Where's that sheet?
Were these people with were called again? Genevieve and some other.
Marie's playing Genevieve, Connor's playing Yaho, I'm playing Attrition, and you're playing Herb, and then
Wait, so these
man
are
and woman are NPCs.
Yeah, these are
They're just
NPCs
man and
right
woman.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know who
you
they
haven't
are.
asked their names or anything.
If I want to like observe and like take a look at the door, would that be what roll or skill would that be under?
Well, at the moment, regardless of what you rolled or attempted to do, it is pitch black in here, so you cannot see your hand like 6 inches from your face.
No, I know, but like I want to like feel around, and, like.
Okay,
see
what are
if
you
there's
feeling for?
a handle? Like maybe a lock.
All right, you can feel around without having to roll anything for that. You're just kind of like grepping at the door with your hands, and you feel no sort of handle. And while you don't feel a lock, you do feel like a strange engraving at around hand level.
Okay. Am I like? Would I know what the engraving is? Like, it's completely foreign. I can't make it out to be like a shape or something. Like a
Well, you're not
circle.
going to be able to like read it. It's pitch black.
No,
on the
but I'm
card.
saying like if you like feel around and it's like a circle, like.
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
it's-
You feel it's composed of several geometric shapes. So it's like circles, squares, triangles, trapezoids, stuff like that.
Okay, that sounds like there's an intricate lock to this, or something, or that's what I would. I think that's what this is. Okay, it's raining. Sorry, it's like. But I want to back over. Okay, well, all right. I need. Okay,
Is
move
it
back.
made of stone or metal, laddie?
I have no idea. It's pitch black. I mean, maybe you could feel it, Herb.
I'm gonna.
do you know his name?
I'm gonna clink on it. I'm gonna clink on it with my, I don't know, anything to see if it's metal or some other material.
All right, so are you gonna clink on it with something metal, or are you gonna clink on it with something not metal?
I'm gonna clink on it with my. I don't know if I have an axe. I think I have something else, but let's just say I have an axe right now.
All right, so you're gonna clink on it with a metallic object, and you hear a resounding like resonance noise as you hit metal on metal.
Oi, stranger, it's metal.
Your name's
Is-
Yahoo.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the man and woman. I'm gonna be like, so what did you guys? What did you guys used to do?
What does it mean, stranger?
Ah, well, we were the best taverns in our whole town.
How big
Finest
was your town?
ales, cheapest food. Maybe like 30 people.
That sounds like quite the establishment you had.
It was.
So like while you guys are having that conversation, I'm basically just trying to like hide in my corner with like my hood up, literally trying to blend in with the darkness, trying not to like.
Go ahead and give me a sneak roll.
What roll is that? D20, right?
Yeah.
Right, thaumaturgy can't produce light. I'm pretty sure it can't.
I don't.
Pretty sure-
Wait.
I'm pretty sure
It's not.
thaumaturgy just makes sounds.
You
And it can like
Mm.
snuff out fire.
Are there even D20s here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have yours over here.
Is it
Wait,
lost?
Yeah, yours is right here. Yours is right here.
Oh, that's D20.
What'd you get?
14.
14.
13 plus 1.
All right, yeah. As far as any of the man and woman are concerned, you know, you are no longer there.
Why does it feel like there's less of us in here now?
Well, I have would she have escaped my perception? I have very high perception.
Well, at the moment, it's pitch black. So,
Yeah, but I have dark vision.
yeah, but there's no light source at all. Like, if you had a small light source then you'd be able to see as though it were day, but everybody else would
Okay,
have
that-
limited vision.
That is fair.
So, as far as you guys are aware, you're only aware of the woman who was sobbing, the guy, because Genevieve has not said a word. So you know that she came in with you, but you don't know where she is.
Okay, you said
I'm
Herb-
basically minding my own business.
There you go.
Wait, so Herb knocked on the door with a metal object. Like, do we have our weapons right now, or they were taken away, right?
No, you were all just shoved onto it as it is. Like the
Hey, Connor, we basically willingly surrendered, so they didn't take anything from us.
Okay, Herb, why don't you go knock on the door with your weapon?
All right, stranger. I don't know why you know my name, but it's okay.
Wait, didn't you guys say your names at the very
No.
No,
I mean,
we didn't
me and,
even.
Me
yeah,
and Eric know each other.
yeah,
it's
we
literally
based.
part of our past.
The rest of us is like, we're strangers.
Okay, small
literally.
man. Hey,
The
Joel,
door's taking quite a beating.
Are you like what are you doing to the? Are you swinging at it like full force? Like what are you doing?
I've got my mace and I'm just smacking it.
You're smacking it.
Ding 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 ding.
Go ahead and give me. Let me pull up. It's been a hot minute here. Give me a strength check, Eric.
Alrighty. Shwabadaboo. That's gonna be a 20 plus 3. That's 20.
Oh shit!
A 23.
Yeah.
All right, so you're
Isn't that
you're
20?
smashing this this thing, and you manage to get a couple of pretty good dents into it. I mean, it doesn't come off the hinges, but there are now definitely like imprints in this metallic door of your mace, and you're making a very very loud racket inside of this car, and it can probably it's like you're ringing a bell pretty much at this point. But yeah, you're not able to like budge it from its hinges, but you're making dents on the door.
It didn't seem to do much, but it's gotten weaker.
Okay, what if we all try to ram the door at the same time?
I don't think all of us can fit in that space, friend.
Okay, what about two of us at the same time?
Well, you're more than welcome to try and barge open a metal door if you want, but
Okay, but
So as you
I think a better plan of action would be to, wait for them to open it because we've made a boatload of sound.
okay, if that's about to happen, then that's about to happen. But I feel like that's like playing some. Okay, whatever. Let's just.
so everybody here, give me a perception check.
I have a +8 to my perception. Jesus Christ.
19.
throw my dice. Where's my d20?
I rolled a 14. 6 + 8.
What's
Oh, there-
perception? Wisdom?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got 16.
So I got 24 or 23.
20.
16.
All right. So you are all aware of the fact that after your lovely racketing, the vibrations that you've been feeling this whole trip are slowing down, and within a couple of minutes you can feel that it's coming to a stop. And as you say that, the man turns towards attrition because you guys were sitting next to each other talking. He goes, "You think our trip's finally over?"
No, I think they're coming to check on us because we just made a fuckload of sound
Come on,
and banged the door in.
those things are coming.
They're probably going to open the door to check on us, yeah.
All right, so then you see him. Well, you can't see him, but you hear the rustling of his clothing as he frantically turns to the woman next to him and goes, "Serana, just move further into the corner. Those things are coming." And he kind of squishes the woman into the corner. And as he says that, the tram does indeed come to an end. And you see a small little bit of illumination coming from the door itself. Those people with dark vision, you guys can tell that it is the inscripture lighting up and illuminating the room for normal vision for you guys, but the other two who don't have it, you guys cannot tell this. But as that happens, the door slowly creaks open as if it has like a massive weight behind it. And you all hear some deep, like, guttural sounds coming from whatever figure's outside the door. And the next thing that you guys see happen is a bolt come straight through the door and hit the man to the right of attrition square in the chest.
Oh,
And you just hear Sharana just shriek in surprise and starts like scrambling to the man. It's like, oh my god. So is there any actions you want to take in the immediate? Oh, but that guttural sound that you guys heard, Tom is the only one aware of this, but it was the essential equivalent of keep quiet or we'll kill you all.
What language is that?
Kaordi.
Yeah, so that was Roshom, right?
Yes.
That's the language? Alright.
I'm gonna cast.
I'm going to yell back, he needs medical attention. You just hit him in the chest.
You also hear, a guttural reply to that, and he says he's gonna die for your mistakes, and he closes back the door.
I've got cure wounds.
You said the people with dark vision can see the room, right?
Yes,
because
you
the
can.
room lit up.
You've seen the room, but now that the
How
door
bad-
is
how-
closed.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, no, you saw him. You can no longer
Just
see
get
him.
zapped.
But
Yeah, I know, but
as
now
far
that he's been
yeah.
struck in the chest, I don't know how bad it is because it's now dark in the room.
Oi,
Well,
son.
you were there long enough to see what was going on, but you saw the arrow pierce straight through his chest. It's sticking out the back right now.
Oh, he was shot with an arrow?
It's like a bolt,
Oh,
like a heavy crossbow bolt.
Okay. I thought you were talking about a bolt to keep the door shut. Like the guy
No,
just
no, no.
fucking jabbed him with it. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna ask the man his name.
Are you okay, son?
As you guys are rushing over, the woman's already fawning over this man, and there's no
Yeah,
reply.
yeah. When he doesn't say anything, I'm like, Irv, can you heal this guy?
I can try, but I can't cure death.
Understandable, but I don't think he's dead quite yet. I think he's just out of it.
I'm gonna cast cure wounds at level 1.
How many hit points?
Oh wow.
You get to choose, right?
So-
Or no, that's lay on hands. Go
No,
ahead and cast it.
It's 9.
All right, yeah, you your hands, light up in who's your god?
The gaunt people, or what do you mean?
No, who's your god? You're a cleric, right?
I don't know. I'm a war priest. That's all I know.
All right, we'll say your hands lumen up in a bloody red color, and this gives you enough. Both you and attrition can now both clearly see the room as this is lighting up.
I
Sadly,
see him.
with
He's dead.
with that illumination, you see, lifeless eyes, and the healing magic doesn't stir anything out of this man. He has passed. So
He's
you're
fucking
now in
out.
this room with a corpse, and with your illumination, this allows the woman that you heard was called Shannon. She sees the corpse of this man, and she begins to full on crying fit.
Yep.
And as the light fades from Herb's hands, Shannon, turns to him as this light fades, and you see just anger on her face as she charges at Herb. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
You're making us roll initiative against a random woman. just so everybody is aware, particularly Connor, initiative does not mean you have to hit them. There's just now a turn order.
14.
10.
Hang on.
Wait, so I need a god as a cleric? Well, you don't need one, but
Yes, I rolled a 21.
Well, you don't need one, but you need a source of your
Oh wait,
power.
wait. There's initiative too, right?
so the war domain is what I said, right?
Wait,
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure clerics do need a
Oh,
god.
22.
Clerics do need a god.
Yeah,
In
they
fact,
do.
they're like priests.
From first level, your god delivers bolts of inspiration to you while you're engaged in battle.
You could
So I
just
guess-
pick like Tempest. He's like the god of war.
But I'm a war priest, so I guess that's what it would be. Right.
Let's see. Where's War Domain? War Domain.
All right, so what are your rolls? Starting with Yahoo.
The gods of war watch over warriors. Gods of war include
22.
champions of honor,
Well, I got
Torm,
19 plus
Euronus, Kirajoth.
Genevieve,
I got a 10.
Herb,
14.
attrition.
I got 21.
All right. So, Herb, you receive the fists and screaming wails of a grieving woman as she just kind of slams her small fists on your chainmail over her deceased partner, and
Right.
you don't receive any damage from it, but it's an emotional hit. That's gonna lead us
yeah.
over to Yahoo. You see this going on. What do you do? What are you doing here?
I want to while she's trying to hit Herb, I'm assuming she's like this, like smacking into Herb.
Yes.
He said his name too. I want to like go to the like behind her and like hold her back.
Connor, this card is
You
like
can't.
tiny.
Yeah.
You can't
You can't maneuver that
way.
like that. Yes. There's a 6-inch like gap in between the two benches that you have free
Okay, I'm
movement
gonna-
towards.
I get leeway because I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, that
I'm
too.
gonna pull Herb backwards.
You're gonna pull him back.
Yeah, like
Uh,
away from her.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he's
Herb,
like
are
a
you
fucking-
allowing this to happen?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Or are you
yeah.
gonna fight against it?
My hands are like trying to stop this woman from getting closer to me and punching me. So
All right, yeah. So
I'm
I'm gonna you're able to pull Herb across, and you kind of drag the woman who's currently like clinging and hitting Herb to the other side of the bench.
Get off of me, a witch! I didn't kill your husband.
You caused his death. And
I
that's
just
gonna
got
take us
happy
to
with a
attrition.
mace.
I'm gonna sort of like try and put my hands between them and just keep them apart. I'm gonna be like, it doesn't matter. Like we don't want them to, shoot again. We just have to calm down.
Calm
Wait a
down. Faison is
lady.
dead.
I'm gonna make a side remark. Like that is the stupidest
Lady.
thing I've ever heard.
I might have something that'll save a situation.
You can bring him back from the dead?
Apparently I can. Unless he's dead. Does he have 0 health or is he dead?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
If
I
he
can't
just had
do
0
anything.
health, Cure Wounds would have
I
brought him back.
No, okay, fair enough. But it says
So are you gonna do anything else, attrition?
No, I mean like I'm not gonna shoot this woman. Like
All right, that takes us around to Genevieve.
Fuck what I'm gonna
You see
do.
this woman freaking the fuck out and attacking Herb.
Like attrition's not like an emotional support kind of person. Like I'm just trying to get her to stop beating on Herb.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up from my seat and like turn to the woman and say like, "Hey, I get that you're upset right now, but like, I'm pretty sure this cart is gonna come to a stop again, and one of us is going to die. Do you literally think this is going to cause you're literally gonna cause more, pain than anything else right now?" Like I'm literally like nervous as fuck because I didn't really want to cause any attention.
Okay,
Keep in mind, this
just-
woman
just-
is completely hysterical at the moment.
This woman was also not aware of your existence up until this point.
That is true.
Shouldn't she be
You
surprised?
hid
Yeah,
from
so
her.
yeah,
So you
I mean,
just
so-
come out of the
Are you-
darkness.
yeah,
and started
I
talking
was,
to her.
yeah, I'm like nervous right now, so I'm just like,
Yeah, so
I don't
you
want anyone
talking
more
is
people
enough
to die.
to prevent her from continuing her assault on Herb because you kind of just like appeared out of nowhere like a ghost. So she is she's shocked by you. She's still distraught, but she has currently stopped attacking Herb. And this takes us back over to Yahoo.
Knock knock. Yahoo, are you there?
Do I just not to have it? Do I not get a turn?
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was.
Oh, right. No. Herb,
Yeah.
Herb, you're up. I have the numbers written wrong. All right, Herb,
Uh.
you've stopped being attacked, and now she is facing Genevieve.
All right, lady. Now that you calm down a bit.
I don't think she's calmed down at all.
She's not
gonna
calmed
freak
down.
the fuck out.
She stopped
Dude,
attacking
honestly,
me.
That's what I was saying. You guys keep saying like, "Oh, calm down." Like, did you just see? Like, you can't. You're not gonna calm her down, but say
Yeah,
like, relax.
yeah, but there's nothing you can do to calm her down at this moment.
Exactly,
Like,
that's what I'm
there's
saying.
you just
Okay, I want to say to okay, I don't know her name yet. You there in the back, and
I'm gonna non-lethally
Um.
punch her in the back of the
Please.
head.
So like as
Alright.
he calls, as he like calls out to me, I kind of just like, I stand up like really like straight and like scared and like stiff, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, so
Okay,
as
both-
as you get your reply, Yahoo, of her saying what, Herb just socks this woman in the back of the head. Go ahead and roll roll the hit.
Okay, well,
What do I roll that hit? It's a D. What was it? D20?
Yeah, D20 plus strength modifier.
Pop a tube. That's a 9. That's +3. 6 + 3 is 9.
All right, yeah. So you go to punch her in the back of your head, but with your short stature and the pitch blackness of this room, your fist collides with just air as she's still frantic and moving erratically.
I'm gonna attack again using my War Priest passive, which I can use it. When you use the attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a. Oh no, it's a weapon attack. All right, I could do that.
Well, you can attack non-lethally with
yeah,
your weapon.
Yeah. You can use the feature number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier.
All right, go ahead.
That's
Give us
kinda
another
dumb.
roll here.
All right, so this time I'm gonna. Wait a second. All right, so I'm gonna use like the hilt of my mace to like try to clonk her.
Okay.
So that's a 17.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and roll me whatever damage that is.
Mace. Oh my god. 7. That can't be right. 17? No, that's the hit.
So it should be I think a D8 plus.
yeah. I think
Your
I think
strength modifier?
D6 plus 3. D6 plus 3.
All right, go ahead and do that.
good
Wow.
lord, this woman's you're just gonna fucking
6.
clock this woman, and she's gonna fucking
6.
fall over.
All right, yeah. So you turn your mace around, and you might have missed with your fist, but you certainly succeeded with the opposite end of your mace, and this woman just collapses to the ground like a sack of bricks right on top of Genevieve.
Well, that'll calm her down for a bit.
I said, good lord, you dunce! Why did you hit her?
She hit me first.
Why would you do that?
You're wearing armor. She's a citizen.
I felt like it was the right move, and I didn't hear any objections in my head.
I say, can you sit her back up in the seat?
I can repair her too.
Can you
This
get her
accent
off
is
of
all
me?
over the
Like,
place.
get her off me!
Just sit
I
her
don't
up
want
there,
her to
not in
touch
front of the
me!
door.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna lay her next to her husband.
Yeah, just like sit her down on the bench.
All right, yeah.
That
So
guy.
No, not like that.
yeah, so you now have
like bleeding
It's
corpse
two
in front of
two
this
bodies
woman.
laid up against
say-
the side of your caravan here.
We got put into a cart train to go to one of these camps they've been taking people to, and the first thing that's happened to us is we've killed a guy and
We didn't kill
knocked out his wife.
Can we rifle through his clothes?
Yeah, you
I
can
say, I no, I'm stopping Irv. I say, that's not right. You're not doing that. We have to think of a plan because this cart's gonna come to a stop at some point.
Maybe we could use them as bait.
Well, I was hoping that we could talk to them, but now that one of them's passed out and the other one's dead, so
Um,
Good riddance.
good riddance, guys. Sorry. Can I cast Cure Wounds again? I don't know if I should be
Take any damage?
What?
on her.
Well,
She
you
got knocked out.
non-lethally attacked her, so all
Yeah,
you
so
did was
she's-
knock her out.
She's KO'd. I don't know if curing wounds is gonna do anything.
Well, she is
Well,
at
she'll
0
probably-
hit points being KO'd.
She'll wake up after like a long rest or something. Because she's knocked out and we're not like attacking her, she doesn't have to make death saves, I don't think.
Yeah, no, she does not.
So all we have to do is, if she gets a long rest, technically, if she's knocked out, if she takes a nap, she'll wake up. She might have like a headache or concussion, but she'll wake up.
I propose we try knocking on the door again,
No.
but we stay out of the line of fire.
I think if they open the door and see nobody, they're just gonna they're just gonna walk into the cart, point at the nearest person,
That's
and
a good
shoot them.
But that's a good idea, because then we have our stuff, and then if they come in,
No, it's not a good idea, because even though that might win us the cart, you're forgetting that we're in the middle of like a cart train with like an armada of these people.
And they just one-shot this poor guy.
Okay, to be fair, he was like in line of fire for the. And he was like unclothed, right? He's just a citizen. It's not he had anything.
They
Yeah,
made it
'cause
easy
he's not
for
wearing
him.
armor. He's wearing like his work clothes, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
he was
probably
a
literally
tavern
pulled him from
owner.
his job. I didn't even get to learn the guy's name. We just killed him.
We didn't kill him.
What do you
While
mean?
that's
You
true,
didn't-
we're
what do you
definitely
mean?
directly responsible for it.
It was his fate to die like this.
Agreed.
Why else would he be standing there? There are powers beyond our control.
Okay,
Spoken like a
I
true
asked-
cleric.
Okay, what exactly would you like to do here? What is your name? Elf. Oh wait, I actually don't know your
I'm a
other
tiefling.
person over there. Tiefling over there.
Huh?
Genevieve, are you also a tiefling, or are we both tieflings?
Yeah, I'm a thief.
Yeah, you're both
okay.
tieflings.
Alright, cool, we're both tieflings.
Okay, you
Uh,
over there, in the dark.
You
Are you
actually
talking to me or
cannot.
Genevieve?
You cannot see anyone, by the way.
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
you say
well, I'm
you
not
over there in the dark, you're referring to like everybody else in this
No,
cabin.
no, so you over there, Herb's friend. What is your name?
I'm attrition, and I think our best course of action is going to be to wait till we get to the camp and then try to sneak out of the camp. I don't think we're going to get anywhere by trying to break the chain of like carts we're in.
Well, I think we've pissed them off, so we might have lost that opportunity. I feel like they're gonna call us the troublemaker cart already. Perhaps we. Do you really want to try? You really want to just pray to God that we don't like get slaughtered on sight? How do we know that they won't just kill us when we get out of this?
We don't, but if we leave now, they're definitely going to slaughter us.
Okay, but that was gonna happen like anyway then, right?
Yeah,
like
so
that-
why not
that's
wait
good.
till we get to the camp and they're letting everybody out of the carts and the chance is the best it's gonna be.
Do we know for a fact that's what they do? By the way, like.
Well, we know we're being taken to a camp. We know these
Yeah.
camps exist. That's like a fact of the world that
yeah,
we would
but
all
do,
know.
Do we know what goes on in the
No,
camps?
nobody
No.
knows what happens there. We just know that
Okay,
the people
then-
go and never come back.
I am going to be pretty insistent. I don't.
Well,
think
no,
we should,
you. So you are aware that people are being gathered and placed into these camps, and you know that when
any of us
people
seen-
go there, they're kept there because that's the goal is for them to keep. Like you're aware that your new overlords are trying to corral the current population of beings on the planet that are not them into specific towns. There are like several of these like camps or establishments. These aren't, but they're not like tents. It's like a city that's been like quartered off and designated as like this is where Turin siblings are now, or Turin civilians like go.
Okay.
Yeah, our best course of option, like our best option is just going to be to go and somehow, figure it out. Like, I don't think fleeing the cart chain when when presumably there's an armed guard outside.
This is not the area where we do things.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
Except
not
for-
like waiting to die. We're waiting to where we they stop pointing a gun at our back, and then we're gonna try and run.
I think I'm gonna just sleep, take a long rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna rest then, or like just wait.
I'm gonna sit here and wait, because I'm gonna wait for this lady to wake up, because she's gonna be pissed that somebody knocked her the fuck out.
I'm going to shuffle back into my corner.
All right.
I
So
say if you're gonna hide in the corner again, you might not want to stand in the way of the woman, because she's probably gonna beeline it straight for Herb.
Hey, she can't see either. Maybe she can.
That's true, but I don't doubt that she's gonna fumble around, especially
Well,
if
she
she thinks
might-
everybody's asleep.
She might trip over her dead husband.
Okay, I suggest to Herb that he put like, I don't know, give her a blindfold or something so he doesn't get attacked.
I got this rope. We can tie her up.
She's functionally blind, and do not tie her up. She's a grieving woman. All
Wait,
she's
are
gonna
you-
do is
Are
beat
you
on your.
lawful good? What is this, attrition? What is going on here?
Yes, I am lawful good. I was a corporal in the army. I'm just saying, like, all she's
see,
gonna do.
or is he lawful good,
is
or are you
cry.
all chaotic evil?
I think it's they're all chaotic evil. Attrition literally has seen this guy get murdered.
I don't
And
know
his
how to play
wife-
anything else.
Panic. Like I'm just trying to like say everybody take a nap on the car ride. We're gonna try and keep this woman from, beating on us, even though she's correct to want to do that. We're gonna make it to this camp and figure things out when we get there, because we don't know what it's like. We don't know who's there. We don't know how many people are there. We just have to go and make of it what we can, and if that means escaping or taking action, then that's what it means. Like, this is the sort of doomsday scenario that that we're in now, is that we are being wheeled off by this overwhelming entity that we can't truly contest. So unless you think we can, fight off presumably tens of forces.
Yeah, you guys, you were captured, so you're aware that like there are hundreds of soldiers escorting this massive caravan that's just collecting Toran like beings, like
Yeah,
sentient beings of this planet.
We're gonna be slaughtered if we try to escape. If we try and pick that lock and escape
Okay,
this car.
all I'm saying is that I think for Herb's safety and for the fact that
I don't think
we
Herb's in
wanna-
any danger. This woman is like,
What? Wait.
Herb's wearing armor and has a
I know.
weapon.
Wait. Hold on. So, the things that took us, do they know our language at all?
Yes,
they know
the
common.
Kaordi know common.
Okay, then I would want to like I don't know, shut this woman up, because then what if she wakes up and screams that it was us that did it? I don't want to get in trouble for that shit.
What do you mean us that did it? The Kaordi shot the guy. We
No,
saw
no.
it. We
Like
saw
the
that
people that are
happen.
making the noise. The people that are making the noise. They're like, oh.
We
these
were
are
the ones
Herb
making the
Herb
noise.
was
We
making the
don't
noise.
want to. Yeah, but we
They
don't
know
want to
that.
tell them.
They don't
Doesn't
care.
matter.
They
already-
opened the door, shot the guy, and said, "Shut up." They don't care that we made the noise.
Okay. All right. I guess if it's just a one-time offense and they don't care after the fact.
We've already paid for the crime.
Yeah, like worst case scenario, they're gonna kick us into the dirt when we get to the camp, but like they're probably not gonna outright kill us. All we can do is ride it out.
Assumptions.
Yes.
For this camp.
We are literally hostage by an overwhelming enemy advantage. We have to make an assumption that we will somehow survive. Otherwise, you're giving up.
Why else would they be taking us somewhere?
Exactly. They're not going to take us somewhere if they meant to kill us on the street. So my advice, Mr. Examine the door handle for the lock of the metal cart you were willingly taken to, is please sit down and take a nap. We will get there eventually.
All right.
What the fuck was that?
I like to imagine that's exactly what happened in canon.
I'm down.
Oh, there's
All right, so
another one.
are you all agreeing to go ahead and rest up until you hit the camp?
Something like that.
Do I know that Genevieve is there? Like,
Yeah, you saw her when he opened the door.
I say, what's your story? Why are you here?
That's literally none of your business. And I just put my hood back up and just shimmy into.
I say, alright. Thought I'd talk to somebody on this trip. Instead, we killed a guy and knocked another one out. All right.
Why we didn't kill him? Why does he just come back up like that?
That's good. All right, so at this point, you guys consume 3 rations if you have them in your pack. Does anybody here not have 3 rations?
Nah, I had some. I have my bedroll and my torches and stuff, technically.
Yeah, so if you do not have 3 rations, you will take a level of exhaustion. So does anybody here not have 3 rations?
7. I think everybody, since we're level 1, technically has their like starting equipment, so everybody should have some sort of pack, and every pack comes with like rope, rations, and torches, and a bedroll.
Yeah, I think they all come with about 10 rations.
Yeah, every single starting equipment comes with at least 7.
All right, so you're all down to 7 rations here, but being aware of this, you all begin to rouse from your slumber as you feel the entire train of carts coming to a stop here. And
is the lady awake?
no, she is still unconscious. And if you were
A
able
ration
to,
is like a whole day's worth of food, right?
I'm changing it so a ration is a meal, a meal's worth
Okay.
of food. So you've eaten 3 meals worth of food this whole trip. So you can assume you've been in the cart for a day. Though you could say that you having to knock out the woman happened halfway through your trip.
Sure.
All right, so your cart begins to come to a slow here, and eventually comes to a complete stop. So you are now all awake and aware that this is happening. And as it comes to a complete stop, you again notice that the little sigil engraved on the door is illuminating once again, right behind Herb.
I dodge out of the
Yeah,
way.
I say make way.
I jump.
Well, you guys can occupy the same spot because you're small.
I know, but I dive, so I like the idea that I crash into him.
All right.
Wow.
So you crash right into Yahoo's lap as you dive out of the way.
Come here.
But yeah, the door opens, and instead of the figure donned in the dark colors that you recognize as the Kaordi colors, it is a large and physically imposing being there, and he calls out to your cart and says, "Come out now."
Okay. I get out of the cart.
Okay, I follow after.
Well, as soon as I can see this guy and I'm out of the cart, I want to say, somebody's unconscious and another person's dead, and I'm just gonna keep stepping out of the cart.
All right, so wait, what is the order that you guys walking out of? Because whoever's
I am going last. I'm going last.
I'm probably out
Alright.
of the cart first.
So as you are about to step
And,
out, Genevieve.
and as I
Oh my
leave,
God.
that's what I say. I'm
Yeah.
one person's dead, one person's unconscious.
So this large figure in this grayish white armor. So to put it into perspective, he's about 8 feet tall, very broad, and is kind of hunched over posture, kind of like how a monkey walks with its arms in front of it. It's standing
Yeah.
in that same posture, with 3-fingered, kind of clawed hands, kind of just hanging out in front of him. And as you are about to leave, Genevieve, he points at you and then points towards behind you, towards where Shannon is lying unconscious, and goes, "Grab that."
Okay.
Do I recognize what kind of being this creature is?
Yes, you do, actually. This being is a gaunt.
Okay.
Alright, I wait towards. What's her name again?
Shannon.
Shannon?
Yes.
And then, I try to, grab her and lift her up.
How are you carrying her? Like princess style, like fireman?
On my back.
Like a piggyback ride kind of thing?
Yeah, piggyback.
All right, yeah, you're able to sling her over on your back here, so now you're carrying her piggyback style. and you join the others as they step out. And as you look up and down this line of carts, you can tell it's easily 50 carts long. And you see hundreds of beings begin to climb out of these carts here. As all of you are out, you notice that the door shuts behind you, and the man that died is his corpse is stuck inside the wagon at this point.
Yeah, he's been entombed in the wagon.
Yeah, and
I mean, nope, nothing I can do.
aside from the Gaunts, who are currently kind of like directing the flow of traffic of like all these people that are coming out of the carts, you see several, lines of Kaordi fully armed to the teeth in their, deep gray armor, kind of just watching Garden.
I turn to
holding
Yayu and I say,
vigil.
you wanted to run in front of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Now's your chance.
Yeah, now's your chance.
Yeah, so as you guys make your way down, in the distance, you see a massive stone wall to what would have been a beautiful city in the center of the human kingdom that both Herb and Attrition can recognize as the human capital, the Citadel.
I say, oh, wonderful, we're back here.
Oh, that fighting just to be back home.
Though, to you
Not
two,
home, but-
there is something different that you notice is that, as opposed to like the pearly white castle you remember, there is now a massive black spire that kind of like curls upwards into the sky and is releasing an ominous deep green color.
That's new.
I don't remember that edition.
This accent's going everywhere.
That's okay. So as you guys are filed into this line and people are heading towards the city, is there anything you guys want to do as you're waiting in this line? You can tell that it's slowly progressing forward, and a couple, maybe 20 or 30 minutes into waiting here, you realize that they are handing everybody some form of identification and kind of funneling them into the city after they pass a couple of checks.
Are they taking anything from anybody?
As far as you can tell, they are not taking any material goods.
What are you doing to shame it?
This is
But,
my girl now.
As they walk down this line to hand out these red cards, there's a secondary device that they're using, and they're placing it to everybody's temple before allowing them to pass and enter the city itself. But you guys have around half an hour before you reach the point where you are going to be carded and checked.
All right. Is there like, let's see if we could. What's the space on these trains looking like underneath the carts?
You've got about a foot of clearance underneath.
What's the guard situation looking like?
So, if these carts are stationary on your right, the guards are lined up kind of like this on the other side, and then you kind of have gaunts, which are like the hulking figures, kind of sporadically placed, kind of like this. And though in the distance, like over the massive city wall, you see like these gargantuan beings, kind of like balls of almost rock on stilts, kind of just walking around the city. With massive eyes, like in the center of it. You see a couple of those things kind of, off in the distance as well, kind of like this far away.
I asked them how their last resonance cascade went.
Yeah, right. I know. I've been trying not to.
I mean, yeah, I'm like.
I
there
think
are
we
too
should
many-
prepare for unforeseen consequences.
There are too many guards here to take a meaningful combat action against them. So I'm just in line. I'm like, hey, you know, to fight is to die here in this line. Like, you know, I can't hide under a cart. I definitely can't avoid the gaze of, you know, 3 or 4 of these guards as I try to like cling myself to the bottom of a cart.
Can I try to wake up Shannon?
How exactly are you gonna do that?
She's on my back right now, so.
Try to like nudge
Punch
her
her again.
awake, shake her, be like, "Hey."
It's about time you wake up, lassie.
So what,
Are
you're
you
just
sure
gonna like
it'd be a
keep
good
nudging
idea
her
for
until she
you
wakes
to
up?
Be the first person to.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess you're standing behind Genevieve here as you keep poking at Shannon to wake up. You
Listen,
guys
I don't think this is a good idea to wake her up right now. I feel
Yeah, you're
like
the one that knocked her out.
Yeah,
too.
like- this is. She's also on my back, and I feel like if she wakes up on my back, probably not in a very good position.
That's true. She would probably throw her away, and you'd probably fall over and hit your butt.
Eric,
Alright.
go ahead and well, are you gonna try to continuously try to do this or no?
I'll resist the temptation to wake her up because I've been swayed by the party.
All right. So you continue on. It's yours are about 5 minutes out from the gate at this point. There are about maybe 10 individuals in front of you right before you are about to, be given your red slip here that you see everybody else been given and have the test placed onto your forehead. Before this occurs, though, Genevieve, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okie doke. $14, $17.
All right. So with that, you begin to feel Shannon stirring on your back.
Oh,
So you feel like the small twitches of her coming to consciousness
I like move my
that
head.
nobody
a
else
little
has
bit.
noticed.
I move my head a little bit. Is Herb right next?
He's behind you.
Or,
Yeah.
Psst.
Eh,
She's starting to wake up.
alright, so you should put her down then, gently.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly put down Shannon onto the floor. Try not to like completely wake her up.
Yeah, as you put her down, she is coming to, but she's kind of groggy, and she's kind of like looking around, like, what happened? Why does my head feel so bad?
Who wants
They
to
prepped
give
you
it-
to hit. They prepped you to put this thing up to your head, and you passed out.
Put the thing. Who are you? Where's
We're in line at
Phasm?
the Citadel.
She begins
said it.
to get up as she begins to look around and goes, Phazon? Phazon?
Who's Faz?
I mean, she
And
sees
as
that
you
we're
say-
in line, right?
Yeah. As you say, who's Phazon, she turns to you, Herb. And you see a recognition flare across her face.
Hello.
You!
Long time no see, beauty.
You killed him!
What? No, I did.
No. I'm turning into my other character.
Shannon, I get that you're upset right now, and I don't know who this guy was. Was he your husband? Was it
He was my
whoever it was.
soulmate!
Okay. Well,
Shannon?
first, I feel like I know that you're very upset right now, but this isn't like the best place to get upset. So
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
okay.
I mean, you're much more kind about it than I was. I was just gonna tell her that the guards are probably gonna kill her if she makes a scene.
Shit. 11.
All right, at your mention of that, that she should begin to calm down, you visibly see her collect herself. And she turns to you and she goes, you're right. And then she begins laughing. And as she does, all four of you who are paying attention here in this, notice her eyes and hands begin to glow a bright red.
Uh, Shannon,
Oh
what?
boy.
Shannon, what are you doing right? What is this? What?
And as soon as you get that word out, you see a bolt of fire fly straight at Herb. Herb, go ahead and
Oh, I
give me
don't
a dexterity saving roll. Or
She's
dexterity saving
casting
throw.
firebolt.
On
It's
your back.
it's a wizard cantrip.
7.
Yeah, and you take this straight to the chest, and you take 3 damage. But as soon
Blind eye.
as that happens, you see the Kaordi who are periodically checking people in line. You see the little scanner that they were using, holding it to people's heads, begin to erratically start just going off. And all the
Fucking Geiger counter.
current soldiers in your vicinity immediately draw their weapons and hold them all towards you.
You see, this was what I was trying to avoid, Shannon. Couldn't you just have waited till we got, you know?
Oh, yeah, all we had to do was pass the gate,
You
and
could have just,
then they
and
could
then
fight.
you could have killed this little guy here. But no.
Not that much, but
Ain't so little.
So at that, the gaunt that is closest to you says, "Get ready. There's a magic wielder.
Ain't so little.
You individuals, keep your weapons down."
I put my hands up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like I'm not
Yeah.
fucking around. Like,
Yeah, I'm done.
I do the same.
yeah, I wanted to keep this woman from killing herself like this, but she's done it. Like, I can't do shit now.
I just sigh.
Yeah, that I would sigh too. I'd be like, "Ah, fuck. I'd be like, all right.
All right.
Can
So
I
as you guys
club?
uh,
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
would say
clubbing
you
her
can.
again. I'm not.
all right. So as you guys get down on your knees, and she seems kind of spent, having shot that firebolt at Herb. The Kaordi guards kind of close in around you, and all of them have several sets of manacles as they chain you all up. So the 5 of you, including Shannon here, are all chained and brought deep, straight past the line into the city. Your first impressions as you're being escorted through these walls are a very depressing scene, especially for Herb and Attrition, because you've been here before into the Citadel in its glory. But you hear what used to be pristine roads and well-kept cities with happy citizens is now a dreary, completely empty streets, run-down buildings, any form of improved infrastructure seems to be dwindling at this point, and you are escorted through a heavily patrolled street line into a very large building, almost 10 minutes from the entrance, that is filled with guards, and it is presumably a jailhouse.
From one prison to the next.
Hopefully this one has a light.
And less bitchy. Oh,
Yep, so, to draw this out... Oh, that's not straight.
now there's prison.
Alright, so
Better
you are
get
led
used to it.
onto the second floor of this building, and you see the hallway is just lined with cells. You guys are put 2 to a cell. So, currently, Shannon... Well, you guys are all brought up here. So it's Genevieve and Yahoo are put into 1 cell. Urban Attrition. You guys are currently the only individuals up here on the 2nd floor.
Damn, you really just gonna throw Farinir like that? I mean, he's dead. He's
Damn.
not in that cell. He was entombed in the cart. Like,
It's true.
he's-
That man's dead.
He's gone.
And Shannon is placed in a very special engraved cell right at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, she's special, alright.
And
It
with
looks
that,
like you're pretty lonely over there.
yeah, she's still kicking and biting even as they're throwing her into the cell itself. Which raises its own questions. But the Katori guards or Kaori guards who escorted you into this jailing facility have mostly retreated at this point, and there is a single Kaori armored individual kind of standing like at the doorway, looking in here. Let me see if I can grab a thing to make this easier.
What's this background picture? Is this default?
I don't know.
It's like grasslands. It's very beautiful. It's surreal, serene.
Yeah, every time you make a room in tabletop, it generates one of like 4 backgrounds or something. There's this one. There's like a forest. There's like a city street.
All right, so you guys are currently replaced in this cell here.
Damn, fucking dude is huge.
Why can't you
Sheesh.
change the scale? It's messed up. How big can you make them?
Pretty big, I'm pretty sure.
This is just unreasonable. Alright, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to keep going with that.
But yes, you're all currently
Jail now.
yeah.
Do our cells have like?
Yeah, I was about to ask if there was like.
They have
Is
basic
this, like-
amenities.
Is
so
this
it's-
is this bars or
Yes.
can I? Okay, so I can still see and talk
Yes.
to.
and each cell has 2 cots and a bathroom, like a pot.
We're not chain right, so we're just free to like roam.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just in the cell.
Okay.
They didn't take any of our stuff.
No, they did not.
I call over to Shannon. I say, Shannon, can you cast any spells in that cell?
As you call out to her, yeah, she is currently still at the doorway, and you see her frantically trying to point her hands at Herb, but nothing's happening. She's kind of screaming
alright.
incoherently.
Say, nope, she can't.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm gonna walk up to the door of my cell, and I'm just gonna look
Yeah.
at the lock.
the lock on this cell is like a generic
Like a
jail
metal
cell
lock.
lock. Like it's not magically enhanced or anything. It's what you would normally see.
Okay, aside from the cots and the shit bucket, is there any anything else in the cell, or is it
Nope.
literally just like
They are pretty
bars?
bare. Though there is a barred window, so you can currently see out from where you are.
Well, I'm gonna call over to our friendly neighborhood lock checker who checked the lock in our card. I'm gonna say, you have an interest
I've
in
learned
locks?
my lesson. I'm
You have an
taking
interest
a
in-
nap.
I say you got any interest in any locks?
No, the
Maybe
last
take a
time
look
I
at the
did
one.
that, I got yelled at, and then someone died, and then her husband tried to kill one of us.
Well, yeah, but now you're in a different
her wife.
scenario where instead of hundreds of guards, there's just one.
Alright, I get the fuck back up. Okay, I look
You'd be
over.
helping us out quite a bit.
Okay. What should I... Alright, I want to check out the lock.
What do you want to get out of checking it out?
I want to be able to figure out how to open it, or if there's if there's any faultiness to it, like if the lock is old or something.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Is that still a D20?
Yeah, plus your intelligence modifier.
Intelligence?
Yep.
Yeah.
11.
All right, so you could tell the lock isn't necessarily like a decrepit lock. It's not exactly well kept, but it's not like
Yeah, it's-
old, and you couldn't like break it off with your hands or anything.
It's just a worn iron lock.
Yeah, and you can't discern any special like faults or anything, you know.
I relay this information to attrition. Do you have any bright plans now? Now that I have investigated this for you. Wait, I'm gonna walk over here by the cot. The cells are like, what's it called, right? They're like see-through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's-
these aren't
It's
solid
barred.
walls, they're just bars. I'm gonna say, are you skilled with your hands? Because I certainly can't open it.
Wait, is the guard over here?
Yeah, he's over
like
here.
looking in. He's not like listening to us, but he can see what we're
Yeah,
doing.
he's in the
Yeah, I know,
in the
but-
room.
Okay, but
So the doorway would be like,
okay. All right.
'Cause I'm
attrition.
also not like screaming. I'm just talking to you.
No, I know. I'm saying like attrition. Do you have like a way to like distract this dude while I try and like fiddle with the lock? 'Cause, like,
No,
what's
I
the point
figured
of-
he'd come over here and check on us, and then we'd just stab him or something. Like,
Oh, so now, you wanna? What was the point of me looking at the lock then?
because I want to know if you can open the door. You were checking out the lock on the cart. I figured you'd want to check out the lock here.
Hold on. Does sleight of hand have anything to do with this? With picking a lock?
yes. If you were to pick a lock, I would ask you to do a sleight of hand check.
I guess
Okay,
I'd be standing.
I
like
want
right
to try and
here.
pick the lock then. I still have my rogue
'Cause
tool, like the
It-
rogue's-
I'll say like, because you know, if you want me to try and distract the guard or something, I can always just straight up insult him. I can speak the same language he does.
Well, yeah. So keep in mind, if you are to like just blatantly pick the lock right now, the guard can see you.
Yeah,
distract him.
what my current plan is if you
Oh,
start
it's-
picking the lock, the guard is gonna walk over here, and presumably be within stabbing distance, or I can shoot him with my bow through the cell.
Okay. I'm a little confused why we have our weapons, but yeah, I mean, well, you guys could cause a distraction.
Because we
too.
are not a perceived threat to them.
Okay, that's fine.
But what I'm willing to bet is that we are in fact a threat to at least one guard.
Okay, you can go with that plan, but I would prefer if we could like neutralize him, because if he like makes a sound, maybe the others get alerted. So I'm kind of down if like you and Herb Attrition like cause like a fuss, and then when he's not looking, I open up the lock, and then like.
Oh,
maybe
you
when
should be
he's not looking
aware
later.
that the current time of day is around sunset, which would normally be like dinner for the denizens of this world.
Holy shit.
I mean, we could also just, you know, wait for a day or something and see if they do like a change of guard, see if there's like an opening. If before we attempt something, if you feel better doing that, presumably they're gonna bring us food, or they might just let us starve. I don't think they really care personally.
Herb, do you think you can pretend fight with attrition? I feel
I
like
think-
stabbing is gonna make this dude scream, and then like other people could get alerted, and then that's like kind of nothing.
What is the goal?
To buy me enough time to look at the lock, and then like pick the lock, and then like between shifts, like maybe when there's like a downtime where like maybe the guard is busy or something, or also distracted, we could sneak up behind him and like take him out silently or quieter.
Well, I think we should wait to see if there's a change of guard then, shouldn't we?
Well, yeah, you could do that. I guess.
How long are we gonna be waiting here?
I figured we wait a few hours. It's around food time. I figure, man, people gotta eat.
Can I call out to the guard to go eat his food?
What do you mean?
I don't speak his language, never mind.
Well, what we're saying is that they might
Like-
bring us food.
Oh, I
because
was
we're
gonna say,
prisoners.
can we convince the one guard to go early to his food, and then we will just have free reign to do what we want?
But we have no idea if he needs to eat. But they'll probably do a changing of the guard at some point. You know, I would assume they would.
So is that your plan? You guys chilling?
I mean, I can also just ask the guard. I can talk to him.
When do we get fed?
Yeah, I guess I would call out in Rashom, and I would say, are we going to be fed?
Yeah, so at your calling out, you do notice, like, a surprise in his posturing. Presumably, not many beings on this planet know the language itself. And in that kind of, like, whoa. You hear him say, in an hour. In the, like, the guttural tones of the language.
I turn around and I say, he says we'll be fed in an hour.
Okay, so is it time to rest then? Or, like, what do you want to do? Just wait?
Are you guys vibing for an hour? Is there anything you're going to do?
Well, presumably in an hour, either him or another guard are going to bring us food. So our plan should either be, if it's him that brings us food alone, we can probably just stab him as he gets close to the cell. Or...
How wide are these jail cells?
It's accurate length.
So about 15 feet wide.
I
Yep.
can't fit. I can't fit.
No, you would not be able to fit between the...
The bars.
Yeah, there's probably 6 inches. You could stick like an arm, but you can't fit your whole body.
Fuck.
So do we want to wait for food, or do we want to try and make the guard come over here?
I mean, okay, realistically, I think it doesn't matter, so I'm gonna say make him come over here now.
Now?
You try to persuade him, be like, "Hey, we haven't been fed since the train, or before the train. This and that. We could really use some food, guy."
Sure, I'll call for the guard. I will literally just be like, guard, and hope he walks over.
All
'Cause I
right,
don't want
so,
to yell at him down the hallway the whole time.
so you're just gonna say guard
Yeah.
Wait, where is the guard, by the way?
right here.
Oh,
Oh, he's like way down there.
yeah, he's way down.
I'm gonna say garçon and like wave my hand and ask him back.
All right, so as you call out, you hear like a grunt of affirmation from the guard at the end of the hall. Yeah, and he does proceed over. Gets about like halfway down the hallway and asks what in the language.
I guess I'm just talking to him in this language now, and I'm gonna be like, is there any way we could get food now? We weren't fed on the carts.
Are you trying to act the part of like a starving individual and like convince?
I
Are you
assume
trying to get pity points out of this? Like, are you just straight up asking him, like point blank?
I'm asking him if it's possible to get food. Like presumably I'm pretty hungry. You said it was about dinner time. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty hungry. Can we get food early? We weren't fed on the carts, so I'm kind of really hungry.
Mm. You kind of see him like scratch underneath his helmet, and like look around, and he says he'll see what he can do.
I say thanks. And I tell everybody else, I say he says he's going to look for food.
So you see him
Or
return
he
to
said
the...
he said he'll see what he can do.
So that's not a guarantee that we're gonna get food right now.
No, we probably won't get food right now, but we're definitely getting food in at least an hour. But again, we're not like starving to death. We're probably just all, pretty hungry.
All right, yeah. So as you see him retreat, you hear a banging as he begins to bang on the the metal door that would lead outside, downstairs into a different area of the jailhouse. But besides doing that, he doesn't do anything else.
I also want to say, like, if we manage to open the cell door and can leave the cell, what does the plan become? Do we just walk out of jail? Like, presumably there's more than one guard.
Anyone have a plan? Anyone? Like,
Fuck. Let's just be jailbirds for a while.
for a while?
I don't think they're gonna kill us. So, I mean, they might kill Shannon, but like, I think what's probably gonna happen is they might detain us. Well, they've already detained us. They might question us about Shannon. In which case, we don't know jack shit about Shannon. She was knocked out for the whole car ride. We didn't get to talk to her. So,
I'm gonna walk over here. He's Shannon!
I think
You
worst
see,
case scenario.
Yeah, Shannon.
We,
Shannon looks towards you, Genevieve, with kind of like an exhausted expression at this point. She's been for the past while this has been going on, actively trying to murder Herb with spells, but is unable to. And at this point, she's kind of just given up and has like that 1,000-yard stare.
I know that you want to try and kill Mr. Inconsiderate over there. But how are you feeling?
Dead.
Dead?
Aren't we all?
Do you have any idea, or like, do you think you could, try and help us out?
Help you out? The people who murdered my husband.
Listen, I didn't do anything. Okay, I'm not associated with that psychopath in that other cell. Okay?
I hope you aren't talking about me.
Of course not, I'm not. I'm talking about your friend over there that decided to bang the fucking door for no reason and got this person's soulmate.
Look, it wasn't Herb's fault. Unfortunately, unfortunately, our lock-oriented friend has ask him to do such.
I was obliging my fellow stranger, my captive.
Listen, Shannon, if you help us get out of here, you are free to do whatever the fuck you want to whoever I'm celled with right now and the guy that literally killed your soulmate.
I didn't kill him.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check on that.
That's true. Herb did not kill him. The K.O.R.D. guard killed him.
Fuck! 7.
Yeah, that does not cut it. As she kind of gives you the stink eye, because you're currently in the same cell with Yahoo. And
I look over
you see
to
her,
Yahoo.
You see her walk back and kind of just sit in the back of the cell by herself.
Okay,
Is
I
she
watch
looking
her.
at the wall, or is she still?
No,
looking
she's staring outwards. So,
Okay,
like,
I watch her like walk away, and I look towards Yahoo and say, "You see what the fuck you do? You killed innocent people.
Listen.
That's true. You
For
are
the-
a murder.
hey,
You
hey,
are
We
like a
literally-
murderer by
Hey,
We
proxy.
literally
hey,
listen.
hey,
We were literally minding our own business, okay? And you just had to ruin it and cause an innocent person to die.
Hey, Fight or Flight says I'm in a locked box in the dark and I have no idea what's going on, and I'm being taken to a camp, basically a camp where they could, in theory, kill me on the spot. If that doesn't mean I try and move, I don't know what that means. Okay.
Okay, now we're locked in a cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Now
try to
we're
do-
locked in a different box.
Yeah, now
it's a
try to
little
make them
hindsight
break and
bias,
make
though.
him go.
Come on, this is not unreasonable. They could have killed you on the spot, okay? They could have done that without us even provoking. You guys have no, you guys are doing results-based analysis, right? Herb, listen, buddy. You did what you had to do, right? Wait, you know, in times of, you know, when push comes to shove, you gotta make the hard choices, which is, you know, staying alive. There was no guarantee that we were even going to be alive.
Make the
there's no
hard
guarantee
choices.
Exactly.
I mean, there
you
certainly
gotta-
wasn't any guarantee of life, like trying to leave that card. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I know. but would you
Literally
rather-
hundreds of enemy soldiers.
Okay, but you're telling me that you'd have rather, like, what if none of, like, we didn't put up a resistance and they just fucking shot you in the head? Wow, what a life fulfilled, for sure.
If they were gonna shoot me in the head, they wouldn't have wanted to put me in the cart in the first
You
place.
don't know that. Like, you're saying that as if
I
any of
literally
it,
have
like,
military information because I was part of the military. I know they don't outright kill people now that they've won the war.
Listen, all I'm saying is that while you may have this information, I still think that there is a fair chance that they could, would, should do whatever the fuck they want. They don't give a shit anymore, so who knows? Like, who's to say that you couldn't have just given, like, a bad, what's it called? Like, you gave them, like, a weird look or something, or they looked at you funny, and then you just got killed. At least for me, I would have tried to put up a fight, and that's my stance on it. If I'm sorry, like, okay,
Yeah, my version of
realistically,
putting up a
this
fight is trying to escape prison so that I can,
lady,
you know, attempt to do something about this. You know, I can't do anything from within a prison cell.
I mean, how do you even know that we're even gonna get out of the prison cell? Like, that's
I
what
don't.
I'm saying. Like,
That's why I'm trying to make a plan about how to do so.
I don't know. I feel like now that we're in a much bigger box that is now even more guarded as opposed to a box that was moving, it's a lose-lose.
What do
I
you
don't think it
mean?
was that crazy.
The cart was definitely infinitely more guarded than
There's a
this
few-
room.
There's a few more guards coming. Now that we're saying it.
Yeah, and as you mentioned that, you do notice 2 more guards walking into the building.
Yeah, good plan. Good plan. At least we could have tumbled and rolled out of the fuck out, or that's what my goal was. Because you said the cart was moving, right?
Yes, it
That's
was
what I
moving.
wanted to do.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't moving alongside a platoon of soldiers.
Well, just
You cannot make that assumption.
We got onto the cart. We saw the outside of the cart before we got
No,
on.
but then we started.
Okay,
shooting
guys, we have a.
Hello.
Yeah, so you notice 2 of the guards come up. One of them. You should. I guess go ahead and everybody here give me a perception check. So I should see if you guys recognize this thing first.
What is
About
it
that,
with
we are
my fucking
Iota.
completely dog rolls? I rolled an
I got
11,
18.
but it was the
19.
3 plus 8. I have a
Damn.
plus 8. It's
I'm
impossible
gonna-
for me to roll less than 9, and I've rolled like an 11 and a 12.
I got
Wait, what?
23.
You said perception check?
Yep.
20. Not 20 though.
Okay, so those of you who had higher than 15, you realize that different from the guards who are escorting you, and from the guard who is currently standing over here and this guard here, some of the guards have a kind of purple insignia on the dark gray armor they're wearing, and some of the other guards have a white insignia on their armor. So that's just something that you guys have been noticing. And here you see 2 guards. The one with the red base has the white insignia. This one has the purple insignia. The one with white walks up. He has several bowls in his hands, and he kind of passes them out to you guys. And in common, you hear him say, "Hey guys, here are the bowls for your dinner. Don't spill it." And he passes them out. And then he goes back and grabs like the big bowl that this guard's holding, filled with like some kind of mush.
Yeah, it's a big old pot full
Yep.
of gruel.
And he gives you each a large spoonful, and places it for
Like a
for Shannon as well. And then he hands out a utensil for each of you. Though attrition, when you go to grab your utensil, there's a small red slip of paper like stuck into your hand as he passes you the spoon.
okay.
And with that, the 2 of the guards
So is
walk out.
this guard with the white insignia? That's the one with the red base. You said.
Yes.
He wasn't like a Coyote or anything, was he? Was he just like a person?
No, yeah. From what you could tell, he was not Coyote.
Okay.
And they proceed outwards. And now you are all again with the same guard in the cells.
Okay, well I say, well, cart or not, here we are. Yummy, yummy. Dig in, and I go, and I'm sort of like, I'm done arguing with Yahoo at this point. I'm like sitting on my cot and I'm eating my gruel.
Uh-huh.
I
And
cast destroy
Okay.
water on Sasha's bowl or whatever the fuck your name is.
Oh my god, you're gonna cast a
Just-
spell here.
Yes, I should let you know that you are actively casting a spell in front of a guard who will
Oh.
notice you casting said spell.
Okay, I thought it was like an invisible spell to cast.
Well, you should, like, if you look at this description, if it says, what is it, thematic and verbal or something, it tells
Somatic, yeah, somatic means you have to make like a motion to cast it, and verbal means you have to say something to cast it, and material means you have to consume something to cast it.
So if it's all three.
Then it does all of those things. But typically, instead of material costs, since you have a holy symbol, you can use that instead. So it's like a spellcasting focus, but you still have to make a chant and like make a motion to cast a spell.
Yeah.
I see.
But some spells have a material component that can't be like rebuffed with your holy symbol, and that's like, a reviving spell will say, please feed me 500 gold or whatever, and then you have to do that even if you have like a spellcasting focus.
No, for things that are strictly material, you can cast them without, being obvious about it.
I just want to be as big a dick to this lady as I can be.
Anyway, so I'm gonna sort of like eat my gruel, and I'm gonna try and keep it like folded in my hands so nobody else sees it. I'm gonna try and like look at this red slip of paper.
All right, so go ahead and give me a deception check here. Or
Deception.
not deception, sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
very good at that one. Well, I say very good, but my roll's been complete dog. I rolled a 13.
Yeah, you're able to successfully keep it hidden from the guard in the back there.
Okay, what's it say?
All right,
If
so as you
anything.
open up the little red piece of paper, and you see a red R kind of stamped into the bottom, and you see a time, which states midnight, and that's all it says.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna sort of like eat my gruel, and then when I finish, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna sit next to Herb, and I'm gonna sort of like show him on my hand the stamp where it says midnight, and I'm gonna say, I don't know anything else, and I'm gonna reach through the cell and I'm gonna put it on. How do I do the ping thing?
The
How do I
measuring
like
tool.
ping a location? Where is the measuring tool? I don't actually know.
Below the dot, like the location tool, like the cloud making zone tool, above the flag.
I don't have any of that stuff.
Oh,
So I'm gonna use Shannon here as my marker. I'm gonna sort of like put it here on presumably Yahoo's like pillow, and I'm just gonna say, look at it when you get a chance, and then I'm gonna turn around and go back to my cot.
I go look at it.
yeah. You look at it and you see the same thing that the others
Okay.
have seen.
And I pass it to. Do we know Genevieve?
Wait, okay, I just want to make it clear. Okay, do all of us know each other's names? Because that's
No.
like I'm very.
No, you do
I
not.
I don't know Yahoo's name, and none of us know your name,
Okay.
but
Taking
you
care.
know.
Okay.
You know herbs and attritions because they have spoken to each other using their names.
Okay.
I'm just sticking around. Well, I said my name out loud. I made sure to do that. But I'm literally just like, I'm basically just not ignoring you guys because we were locked in the same cart, and you guys have not managed to instantly be killed by a guard and or knocked out by my dwarf friend. So
Right. I'm just over here eating this fucking
Yummy
mug of whatever the
gruel.
fuck. Yeah, this is really great.
but attrition believes he wants to save as many people as possible. So I'm also not like trying to neglect anybody. I can't do anything for Shannon. I can't convey this information to Shannon without like fucking up the guard. So Like if I can get Shannon out of here at midnight or whatever, I will. But I'm not gonna like fuck around and try and find out right now. So
I don't know
Yeah,
what
so-
I did, but my pieces are gone.
Where did it go?
They went into the ether. There they are. I found them. Oh,
Oh, okay.
they have a mind of their own. I'm not
Ugh.
doing this.
What the fuck is happening? Okay. Hey, where did we left off? Okay.
So you were Yahoo just
somebody
handed
found
you.
I'm
it
just-
I
together.
gave you the paper.
Yeah.
Okay. I look at it, I'm just like with a mouthful of what does this mean?
We don't know. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to make it extremely obvious that we shouldn't be talking about it out loud.
I swallow my food, I'm like, okay. And like I give the paper back to you.
Okay, and I slide it back to you.
I'm just leaving it there. Like
Exactly.
I'm not gonna try and I'm trying to make as few suspicious actions as possible.
All right, so yeah, you guys, you eat your gruel. Is there anything you want to do before midnight rolls around?
I'm gonna look under my bedroll here, my cot.
Okay.
Do some relative.
Is there just anything?
exploring.
Is there
No,
anything
it's-
under here? Like,
Completely empty.
all right, is the cot more or less comfortable than my bedroll that I have in like,
Less.
my pack? All right, then I whip out the bedroll and I'm laying it down and like.
All right, yeah, you go in your comfy bedroll.
Can I try to look out the window and see what's going on out there?
Yeah, you can go ahead and look at the window.
Hey.
So as you look out from
stack
that
some
perspective,
things.
you kind of like jump and you hold onto the bars, and you're looking out. From your vantage point, you can currently
Strider.
see.
Gordon Freeman.
Yes, you see Gordon Freeman outside the window hitting people with a crowbar.
The G-Man shows up with his briefcase.
No, you see several illuminated districts out of your current field of vision. You know, the sun is currently setting. One thing you do notice from a particularly far off kind of at the edge of your vision, you notice a very, very large rectangular building right outside of where the massive black spire is. And inside and outside, you see all of the Kaordi and Gaunt guards going in and out of this building. You know, that's something strange that you're able to notice. All the military and police force are going from and to this building. Besides that, kind of in the opposite direction of that, to your left, you see a group of buildings kind of puming out huge plumes of smoke. And it's just good timing as you look out this window and you see the smoke slowly begin to die off. And you see an absolute flood of everyday citizens leaving this section of buildings and going their own ways out of your view. But easily for, half an hour, you're able to see people just continuously leaving this set of buildings. And this is all across like a small river that kind of divides the town or city.
It's
Could I
crazy.
just ask, did
out
I
there.
miss something, or where did?
No, they're
Yeah, I don't know where my body went. I'm gonna be honest. I've been looking for it. It's just
he kind of just flew into
So
Yeah.
what happened is somebody bound your dice and
No,
models
it was-
together using like
I-
a chain tool, and when
yeah,
you
it
do
was-
that,
it was
Tabletop
me.
Simulator freaks out because it doesn't know how to handle physics objects correctly. So
I love tabletop.
So they still
please
fly around.
refrain from tethering objects together.
Oh, there's Herb.
No, Herb's up
Someone's
in the
found them.
cage.
No, Herb. There he is. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Right
He's
here.
over here.
Alright, so that's what you see. Is there anything else here?
It doesn't seem too bad out there. You got working Falcons. Yeah.
Is it a pretty sight at least?
Ah, beauty.
It probably looks like a fucking urban hellscape.
Beauty is very subjective. For the eyes of a dwarf, I'd say the production is enticing.
I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Hmm. But is the bee being held by beauty?
Ah,
All right, so are you guys tuckering down for the night?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to like
Yeah.
sleep, but I'm probably gonna sit down and wait.
Yeah.
How
for
late
if it's
is it right now? Because we were just fed.
yeah, you,
so I
you
assume
just
it's gonna
had
be-
dinner. So it's about, if you were all to rest, I would say you all given a short rest.
Yeah, I'll rest, but I'm not like
Yeah.
trying to sleep.
All right. So with this, the night carries on and midnight tolls around, and for those attentively paying attention, your current guard leaves and is replaced by another guard.
Fuck. How do I get rid of this?
On the left side, just click
Yeah.
grab.
Yeah.
All right. So as this guard rotation takes place, you see the new guard kind of walk down the aisles, inspecting the cells.
Oi, stab him.
No,
He
we're not
peers
stabbing him.
into Sharon's shell, and you see him turn back around after he's done his initial inspection here, and you see him lift up one of his one of his pauldrons, and under it you see a bright red cloth as he takes off his helmet, and you see a rather attractive young man with black hair. He's a human, and he goes, "Hey, you guys awake?"
Yeah, I get up. I don't
Yes.
know how to like set my model up, but I go over here, I grab the little slip of paper, and I want to hand it to him. And while I'm over here, I sort of like nudge Yahoo with my foot.
Yeah. No, yeah.
try
So
and
he takes your piece of paper, and goes, "Yeah, all right, I know." And you hear him. Keep in mind he is currently wearing the Kaordi armor, and he unlocks
Yeah, that's why I'm
your
not
cell.
saying anything to
Yeah,
him.
he unlocks your cell. He walks over, unlocks your guys' cell as well, and then walks over and unlocks Shannon's cell.
Okay, I'm gonna talk in sort of like a hushed voice, but I'm not like whispering. I'm
Yeah.
like, what now?
Oh, you're saying what now?
Yeah, I say, what now? Like, does he want us to follow him? Does he want us to like try and leave whenever? Like, what's?
Yeah, so as you say what now, he kind of hands you all a red strip of like cloth. So for some people, it's the varying sizes. So let's say for Herb, you get like a headband. Attrition, you get an armband. Yahoo, you get a sock. And Genevieve gets a glove. And Shannon gets a belt. And he goes, "Put that on. Let's go."
Okay. I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna open the cell door in him. Well, I'm gonna, tie my armband
Yeah.
or whatever.
So are you guys putting on your red material?
I say, should we put
Yeah.
it on?
He gestures for you to do that.
All right, I'm gonna.
Alright,
do
I
it.
guess I put on the red glove.
All right, so as you guys put all that on, you follow him out, and he just walks right out the doors.
I'm following him.
Okay.
Yep. So as he walks
Oh.
out, you guys are all following behind him. He's gesturing for you guys to be quiet. Surprisingly, Shannon is also following you and listening to what this guy is saying. And you walk straight out, and you feel a coolness spread over your body. And as the five of you proceed downwards, you proceed into the base floor of this jailhouse, and it's kind of filled with Kaordi guards. They're not necessarily like packed, but there are several of them meandering about.
Yeah, it's like a building of them. It's not a.
Yeah. So with
Armada or
that,
whatever.
you guys following this guard walk straight through them without any sort of reactions. And he puts on back on his helmet and he exits the jailhouse with all of you in tow. You are currently walking through the patrolled streets, completely unnoticed by the surroundings. And as you do, you finally get your first good glimpse of the town as a whole. And you are in what was the upper district. And you're slowly escorted through the inner city wall into the what was the living area for the everyday citizen. And after several minutes, you see him turn around and talk to you in an open voice and goes, "Whew, that was a little stressful, wasn't it?"
I say that's a very nice spell you have, or whatever that made us undetectable.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked. I didn't actually think it would. Name's Morbius, and he holds his hand out to whoever's directly behind him.
I would shake his hand and I'd say, glad to be the test subject, I guess. So why did you help us?
Well, more arms are always useful, but mostly for her. And he points towards Shannon, and she kind of gives like a huh?
Huh? I also did the exact same thing.
Oh, right.
I'm not even questioning it. I'm gonna be like, all right, yeah, sure.
You guys are new here.
Extremely, but
In case you
not
couldn't
too-
tell, people that do the zap zap with the hands kind of get taken away. And it's
That's
kind of
true.
hard to fight a revolution if you don't got manpower.
Well, what kind of revolution are you talking about? The UDF was dissolved.
Ah, that's what they want you to think. And, he again lifts up his pauldron and shows you, like, the red piece of clothing he's wearing, and it has that R, like that deep red R stamped onto it. And he
Do
goes,
all of our red articles have that R?
they do have that R. And he goes, yeah, we're all that's left. We're known as the Renegades. And looking at you two, he looks at Herb and Attrition and goes, "Y'all are military folk, aren't you?"
You could say that.
Well, that's a good thing, because I'm sure you hate those bastards just as much as I do.
That's true.
Alright, come on, follow me here. We're almost there, and you've been walking this whole time. At this point, you're kind of in, like, the slums of it. And, he escorts you guys to, like, a really ramshack hut that's, like, barely 5 by 5 feet. And, he opens, like, the shitty, kind of, like, slapped-together wooden door, and he gestures for you guys to go inside. Like, it's not much, but, it's home.
Alright, I walk in.
Yeah, and as you walk in, you notice that there is no floor, and instead is a very deep staircase.
It's the resistance.
Are you all voluntarily walking down this thing?
Yeah, I mean, it beats working up here. He said he's basically a remnant of UDF, so I'm following him. Like, I'm gonna look for anybody that can present a sort of unified front.
Are the rest of you guys all going along with this?
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm very reluctant, but I pretty much don't know where else I should be going.
Yeah, I'm
going,
basically
so
gonna turn around.
I guess I'm going to.
I'm turning around and I'm gonna say, you don't have to follow him, but you're probably not doing too much better anywhere else right now.
Yeah, I'm just a bit confused. Like, what? Like, I'm not gonna ask. I'll just follow.
I don't think any of us aren't confused.
Ah,
I just
Yeah,
think
so,
we all understand that we have a better chance here than fucking being
So you
part
all-
of
you
whatever
all- yeah.
hellhole this is.
You all climb down that ladder, and the feeling of coldness that settled on your shoulders kind of leaves. And you are all in a very well-lit, large room, and you see several other people, all of whom are carrying, a singular piece of red cloth or clothing in some form or another. And they all stare you down. And towards the back of the room, you see a particularly gruff-looking, buff old man with a nasty gash down his face. And with that, we'll bring today's session to a close.
Awesome.
We did it, guys.
Wow,
did it.
What a session.
Yeah,
Now
I
get
didn't.
to do what I've been wanting to do this whole time.
Sleep.
I didn't. Oh.
Shit.